look at this slide now, we'll go through each section. So, for an unclear job definition, get clarification on your responsibilities. Ask your line manager or ask a colleague what you should be doing. Meetings, called by others. Ask for an agenda before you go to the meeting. Have clear objectives. Confirm to yourself that you need to be there, and if you don't think you need to be there, confirm with the people calling the meeting that you need to be there, and if not, ask to be excused. And try, if possible or appropriate, to curb any speakers who digress and save time. If you have an excessive workload, plan your schedule, learn to say no but be assertive, and re-evaluate jobs and reschedule where possible. If you're suffering from poor communication, be concise in what you say, don't waffle, ask questions and make sure you understand the answers before moving on. And if you're waiting for answers from people, be persistent and keep asking those questions. Follow it up with emails. Red tape. Accept the fact that it exists. You can't escape bureaucracy, and plan your work around it. If you have conflicting or changing priorities or deadlines, ask for clarification of what is needed and provide feedback of the effects of these changed priorities or deadlines. For example, if someone says to you, I need this project tomorrow, you need to be able to say, this project coming in tomorrow means that 4 other projects are going to be delayed with other people. Can you please let them know? Or things like that. If there's mistakes by staff or managers, identify the cause. If training is needed, arrange or request it yourself. And if another reason, for example discipline, seek help from your line manager. And if it's been an issue by your line manager, raise it with them and say, are you aware that me dealing with this is causing projects to slide? It's very important to improve your communication so that when things are going wrong, people know the direct effect of things changing so that you're in control. And lastly, interruptions. Firstly, handle any necessary interruptions immediately and move on, but avoid unnecessary interruptions wherever possible. Make it clear politely that this is disrupting your work. Stick to the point and do not allow discretion and set a strict time limit. Try to delegate to someone else. Postpone if you're very busy, and try to deal with things on phone or by email as opposed to having to get up and go for a meeting. Okay, let's look at organisational style. If you're overloaded and you've got too much work, what can you do? How can you deal with it? What changes can you make? Let's start looking at a strategy. So, 3 ways that you can get more work done. Let's look at the first 2, the common 2. 1, work faster. What's the downside if you work faster? Okay, mistakes. Which means what? You have to correct them, which takes, that's right, more time. So is work faster a good way? No. What about work longer? What are the dangers there? Don't see your family. Working longer. More hours. You get tired, and if you get tired you make mistakes, which means, okay, so working faster and longer, which are the traditional ways to deal with too much work, don't get the right results. So what do you think the third one is? Oh, okay. Work smarter, thank you. Steal all my good lines. Work smarter. And what do we mean by that? Organisation. Getting organised. So let's look at organisation. So let's look at workplace. Workplace has to be kept tidy, and this is the place where you can make immediate changes and immediate improvements to your time management. 1. Remove clutter. Chuck out the chintz. Don't be sentimental about the chintz and rubbish on your desk. 2. Purge old papers. So, go through the old papers. Set aside an hour for it. Have a very simple policy. Keep it, throw it. Simple as. If it's needed, keep it. If it isn't, in the bin. 3. Destroy old catalogues, magazines, flyers. Don't care if you think you might need them one day. If you haven't referred to them in the last 6 months, it's likely they're not needed. In the bin they go. Or, to be politically correct, in the recycling they go. Don't worry, saw it on the way in. Okay, eradicate excessive stationery. Do you need 11 pens? If you need an extra pen, go and get one. Don't have them all lining around your desk so you can make geometric patterns. It's boring. Good. Move archives to a safe but remote place. And the reason I say remote is because you can't get to it easily. So you don't really need it. If you really need it, it's going to stay. And lastly, operate a clean desk policy. If the cleaner can't clean your desk when she comes in, however many days a week it is, then your desk isn't clean. And I don't even want to think about the germs on some of them. This first stage in workplace organisation is vital, and it will only take you a morning. And you should do this every Monday morning or once every 2 weeks. Make sure there is nothing there. Think of it like going to the hygienist at work. The first time you go, if you haven't been for 5 years, don't grimace. The first time you go, it's quite painful, takes a long time, not so pleasant. But the next time, it's much easier. Think of it like that. Okay, so we've dealt with the desk and the workplace. Now let's look at email. The biggest time robber ever invented. First of all, and you're not going to like this, some of you, only check your email twice a day. You can pick yourself off the floor now. Twice a day. Not twice a minute, twice a day. So many people find this really hard to swallow. Twice a day, check your email. Now, you might want to do an automatic email responder that says, "Thank you very much for emailing me. I only check my emails at 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock every day. If you need me before then, or you need a response before then, please call me on," and your phone number. Initially, when I first started doing this, I found it very difficult to deal with, and to stop looking at my phone every 30 seconds to see, "Oh, I've got a message. So exciting, someone likes me." Ooh, yeah. When I sent a responder on saying, I only check my email, I think it was 11 o'clock and 4 o'clock were my two check zones. "If you need me urgently, please call me on," and my mobile number. Once I put that in place, I knew that I wasn't missing out on anything, because the person sending me the email had a response immediately saying, "If you need me urgently, I'm going to call me now. If not, this is when I'm going to look at it." A lot of peace of mind. Then all of a sudden, I found I had so much more time to create course projects, do material, write my books, all the stuff that I do, because all of a sudden I wasn't spending hours dealing with unnecessary email. So that made my life a lot simpler. Can you see where that works? Can you understand the benefits of only checking email twice a day? Set up your autoresponder so you don't have to worry about it, and see what happens. You'll get phone calls from people saying, "Well, why don't you answer your email?" And you can say, "Well, I did say that I'd only look at it between 11 and 3 or 11 and 4, whatever times. You can do it 3 times a day if you want. But don't be a slave to email, because it will enslave you, as it enslaves billions of people on the planet." Okay, does that all make sense? Please give it a go, it's going to be worth it. 2, when using email, keep it simple. Now, if you're involved with sales, as a lot of you are, then you shouldn't be sending long messages by email to customers saying, "This is what our product is, this is why you should do it." Your email should simply be, "Just to confirm our conversation, boom." Or "As we agreed, boom." Whatever that is, simple to the point. Do not use it for great long letters, because you'll be spending all your time typing up emails instead of being an effective you spend all your time typing up emails instead of being effective at work. Really important, keep it simple. If you find yourself spending more than a minute, 2 minutes on an email, that's one email message, you're spending way too much time. 30 seconds. "Dear, good to speak to you. Just to confirm, we've agreed that. Thank you very much. Kind regards." Done. Nothing else is needed. No, "Hope you're well. How's it going? Really nice to speak to you. Your hair looked good on the phone." Just seeing if you're listening there, Mandy. Good. Okay, filing system. In your inbox, file everything in order. And as soon as it comes in, look at it, deal with it, file it, or delete it. Don't keep unnecessary emails for 14 years. It's not big and it's not clever. Alright. Then also clear your sent items. You can have a filing system so you've got a record of what you've sent to people. Sent it, it's gone through, check, once a day, put them into the right place, who you've sent it to, and and you'll always be able to find that email I sent to whoever. And lastly, keep your personal and your business email apart. I don't understand why people use business email for personal things. It's such an unnecessary thing to do for two reasons. One, it's unproductive. You're going to slow your day down, wasting time dealing with personal issues. Really, we've got plenty of time. We've all got smartphones now to do at home. And secondly, do you really want your boss to know what you're up to in your personal life? Because they can see it and they have every right to. I don't know what the security systems are in your business, but generally, all personal email, all business email that you use for personal purposes is probably in violation of your contract with your employers. So really think about it, because it's not necessary. But the most important thing about email, just check it twice a day. People will soon stop emailing you rubbish and start phoning you and having immediate conversations. And it's a much better way to communicate, isn't it? Let's be honest. Okay, good. Next thing we'll look at is other aspects of organisation. We'll have a short break here. Thank you.